Hello, everybody. I believe that we are live. It is saying that we're live. We are indeed live. My name is Harry Rice. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel, depending on if you're new or if you are already here. You've already been here before. The Montreal Canadiens played tonight. We're going to lose this series. I am fully accepting it. The Montreal Canadiens are going to lose this series against the Washington Capitals. They are getting screwed over by everybody, including themselves. And we're going to talk about it for this game recap, of course. Game and Explorer, I'm in Spain without the S. Same here, bro. Same here, man. I fear the best Connor Mick in the NHL owns you. Yes, indeed, Luca. Unfortunately, Connor McMichael, the best Connor Mick in the NHL, does indeed own the team. Unfortunately, he does. Sporty, you say you're done with Line A, bro. Bench in the third and should be a healthy scratch game 3. We'll talk about that when I get to it, when we get to that in my notes, because I'm right, and I don't believe that you are. So we're going to talk about this. So, again, it's game 2 of the series. You guys can see the score. Washington wins at 3-1. They lead the series 2-0. Let's just get right into it, because my God, this game, not as frustrating as the game 1, but there's some things in this game that I need to talk about. So firstly, the opening lines for the Canadiens were Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Anderson, Dvorak, Gallagher, Line A, Newhook, Armia, and Heineman, Evans, Demidov. I actually don't mind Demidov being on the 4th line, because really that's just how the lines shape up at the start of the game. As Sporty said before I could even reveal it, thank you very much, Line A would get benched in the 3rd period, and Demidov, I believe, would end up taking his spot on that 3rd line. So, yeah, these lines did not stick. They mostly did, but aside from the Line A benching, they mostly stuck. Matheson, Carrier, Gooley, Hudson, and Struble Savard were on the blue line, and, of course, Samuel Montembeault gets to start in net. Jakub Dobeš would back him up, as he has been doing. The opening lines for the Capitals were Ovechkin, Strome, Beauvillier, McMichael, Dubois, Wilson, Mangiapane, Eller, and Leonard. Duhaime, Dowd, Radish of the Tyler variety. Darren is a blue liner. Chikrin, Carlson, Sandine, Roy, and Alexiev Van Riemsdyk, again, of the Trevor variety, not James, were on the blue line. Logan Thompson gets the start, obviously. Charlie Lindgren backs him up, as the Caps are very happy they don't need to rely on him as their starting goalie, because they'd probably be down 2-0 in the series. Before the game, Jack-Eye was scratched, obviously. You didn't hear his name in the lineup. I think he'll see game time in game 3. He'll see ice time in game 3 if we lose tonight. I'd put that before the game because that is my mindset. I don't think if we win tonight that we're playing him. I think we're sticking with the lineup if we win. And fuck it, I'll say it here because we're kind of talking about Jack-Eye. I think Line A's out. I think we're going 11 forward, 7D. I believe that Line A probably gets the healthy scratch. But it's not because Line A sucks. As much as I think we'd want to go with a Marc-Andre Bergeron type maneuver, where Line A is benched but gets the ice time on the power play, it's clear that Line A has lost his confidence. I think it's very clear that the pressure in Montreal is too much for Patrick Line A. When this guy came here, he said that he wanted pressure. He wanted to be that guy in a big moment who could handle the pressure, score a big goal. Clearly, he is not that guy. He is not that guy. He is not that guy. Line A is an overrated, overpaid 4th line guy who has a really damn good shot. He's very similar to Elias Pettersson, except Line A actually doesn't have speed and doesn't try defensively and isn't good whatsoever aside from being on the power play. Patrick Line A, it would not surprise me if his hockey career is over in 3 years. This guy absolutely sucks. The fact that we got a 2nd round pick and all we had to give up was a 7th defenseman to get this guy who can score but chooses not to most nights, I think is absolutely hilarious. Laine should be the healthy scratch in Game 3 if we're looking at a more physical game to try and match the Capitals, which would obviously mean that we are going down 3-0 in the series. If we're going for more of a, hey, we just need to outscore them, we're at home, we've got energy type of game, then in my opinion, I think it should evidently be Emil Heineman. Despite the fact that he had a pretty good game tonight, I think if you're going to scratch anyone for Jack-Eye at that point, it would have to be Emil Heineman. But Laine probably will get the healthy scratch, I would imagine. Who takes a spot on the first unit power play? Well, obviously Demidov. Well, technically Caulfield. You move Caulfield over, you have Demidov replace Laine on the blue line. And then who comes in for Laine on the second pair? Who gives a fuck? That second unit is horrible anyways. That second unit completely fucking sucks. Hell, next season, if Laine is somehow still here, if you want to put Laine on that second unit, if you want to have him out there with Logan Mailloux, probably double shifting Suzuki again, whatever you want to do there, I think that's completely fine. Just the first unit is what matters, and Laine needs to be completely off it, in my opinion. The Habs top line pressed hard in the opening minutes. Caulfield in the slot, that just goes wide. Hudson was creating good space, but there just wasn't much getting on net. Wilson then runs down Caulfield. Caulfield doesn't have the puck, so naturally it's a clean hit. There's no call. Capitals then pressed the other way. They were hitting hard. They looked confident. There's a shot for Leonard that just goes wide. Caps end up hitting a post at 4 minutes. Ovechkin throws the body early on. He hits Gallagher from behind. There's no call again. Canadians look to press. There's some good chances for both teams. And the Canadians go to the penalty kill, as I put in my notes, Anderson being a retard. He's called for a clear board on Wilson and then a cross-check on Wilson. He's very lucky it's not a 4-minute double minor, because Wilson also gets called for unsportsmanlike conduct. So it's just the regular 5-on-4 power play. Matheson gets a clear. Ovi has a shot, but he misses. Matheson clears again. There's an Ovechkin shot blocked by Carrier. There's a good clear. There's a near shorthanded break for Suzuki and Evans, but they just can't get it in time. Good kill by the Habs. We are 1-for-1 in the penalty kill tonight. Spirit of Ovi. Caps fan here, obviously. Yeah, Spirit of Ovi. I would assume you're a Capitals fan. Be very weird if you were anything other than that. You could have just been a huge Ovi fan. I don't know, but thank you for coming by. Came here to troll, but I appreciate your realness. Just subdued. Still a lot of hockey left going back to Montreal. This can be an even series for sure. Lawrence Thompson saving our asses. Spirit of Ovi. Firstly, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. I wish I put the sub counter up, but given it hasn't worked the last 8 times I've streamed, I probably shouldn't even bother with the sub count. But thank you very much. Appreciate it. I do like that. Came here to troll, but I appreciate your realness. I do like that. There's a lot of hockey left going back to Montreal for sure. I don't know. Maybe we win one series. This can definitely be an even series for sure. I mean, I'm one of those Habs fans that think that last game, the icing call should not have been an icing. So, and then again, it doesn't even guarantee that the Canadiens are going to win that game. If the Capitals lose that game, or if the Capitals win that game, that's fine by me. Just as long as that icing isn't called an icing. Because, we could Caps could go back the other way. Ovi dances all 5 guys and scores, and I'd say, hey, that was a good goal. We just sucked. We lost that game fairly. I don't think we lost that game fairly. This game was very much just kind of our own doing, and like you said, Logan Thompson was him. My God. Yeah, a lot of hockey going back to Montreal. Please just let us win one game. Let us win one game in Montreal, dude, please. That's all I want. I just want to win. Let us win game 3. Let us hear how loud the crowd is, and then just send us back home in game 5, I guess. I don't. Kate, yeah, Cole looked really pissed on the cross-check that he ate, and we'll get to that. And, spoiler, should have been a penalty. Guacamole, would you like tacos? Thank you, Guacamole. I've never had tacos before, so I would. Thank you. You've known him because your brother played camps with him in high school. Kate Berry, yeah, thank you for coming by, firstly. Appreciate it. I have not seen you in a while. I haven't streamed in a while, so that's probably why. But yeah, Kate, yeah, no, I know you're a huge Caulfield girl, and I'm a big Caulfield guy because there's a reason I got his jersey. when he was wearing 22. Why am I not switching it to 13? Well, I don't know if he's switching back to 22. I'd assume not. He had a great year this year with number 13. But also, jersey patches are kind of expensive from what I've heard. I haven't looked them up much myself because I haven't bothered, but I hear they're expensive. Plus, I like my 22 Caulfield, which is weird. Because because 13 is like one of my favorite numbers. So you would think I'd be ecstatic to change it, but evidently, nah, not really. Darkness, obviously you have to win game 3. No shit, yeah, you gotta win game 3. It's like it's like if you're down 3-0 in the series, well, the team has to win game 4 to keep the series going. No shit. Sorry for the loss. You deserve... My mouth's just saying, what the fuck are you trying to say? Sorry for the loss. My mouth cannot process losing, apparently. Sorry for the loss. You deserve better, bro. Thank you, Sam. Really appreciate that, man. Spirit of Ovi. Get consistent offense from anyone but Suzuki or Caulfield, and it gets real. I couldn't agree more. If Demidov... With him, for me, it's clear that he's nervous. It's clear that the nerves are getting to him a little bit here. Either that or he's still not 100% adapted to North American ice, and can't blame the guy whatsoever. He's been in Russia for like 3-4 years, 5 years playing semi-pro to pro hockey, so yeah, I get with Demidov, but yeah, no, we need consistent offense from anyone else. Hudson's been playing very well. I think Hudson's been really, really good. But yeah, if we can get that Dvorak line to be consistent, if we can get the Evans line to get some offense and not just be really good defensively, that would also be really nice. That would be really nice. Sporty, yeah, I said it here earlier. I saw that, yeah, you said in Discord, if Lindgren was starting, it'd be 2-0 Montreal. It would, at the very least, the series would be tied. At the very least, it would be tied. That's a guarantee. You deserve Paul Byron in that draft. Thank you, Guacamole. The fact that I don't know who you are in the league, I think makes it even funnier. He got tortured tonight too for hits. Yeah, that's the playoffs. Yeah, that's what it is. Luca, yeah, unfortunately, Demidov is not getting that Conn Smythe bonus. Janky, no, I don't think I called Spirit of Ovi Sporty. I think I was just saying Sporty in reference to the next comment, because Sporty had the next comment up. If I did, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure I said Sporty. Yeah, I saw that on Discord, but yeah. If I did, I apologize. Yeah. There's this Habs YouTuber that was live for the game. I was going to join to troll, but he went offline just before I joined. Spirit of Ovi. Are you talking about Talking Habs? There's no way you're talking about Talking Habs. He's the only guy that I know that goes live for the games, because I know he has a post-game show. I just wanted to let you know about that, if you're talking about Talking Habs. But if you're not, I'd like to know who you were talking about. But it'd be very interesting if you're talking about Talking Habs, because I could say some stuff myself. All right, quick sip of water. Let's get back into the game. Yeah, so Habs go to the penalty kill. That gets killed off. Caps press after the penalty kill ends. Demidov gets nailed along the boards, thankfully in the non-sexual way. There's a weird bouncing puck that gets to Bavillier. A really good stop by Montembeault. I don't know what the hell happened there. Habs top line presses again. They were very good in anticipating the Capitals' defensive strategy so far. Really good at getting open ice. Just they weren't able to score at this point. Canadiens press again. They look for the opening goal. There's a good turnover. Laine with a nice pass to the left circle, over to Newhook on the right circle. Just rolls off his blade. He would have buried that. That would have been a 1-0 lead. That sucks. That genuinely sucks. Newhook couldn't bury that. Great chance there. Capitals then get some looks. Late in the period, the Habs press. Laine tries to set the... Alright, I'll get to Spirit of Ovi's comment after this. After I finish my first period notes, I got like 2 more. Like I said, the Habs try to press. Laine looks to set something up. There's a bad Demidov turnover that nearly leads to a Caps rush chance, but that ends up getting blocked. Final seconds, the puck gets pinned against the boards while the Habs look for a buzzer beater, but they just don't get anything. So it's a scoreless game after the first period. The shots are 10-4 for the Capitals. I don't know the name. I know this is old ass guy with a constant cig hanging out of his mouth like he's been shooting illegals in his front yard. Spirit of Ovi, I will tell you then, that is indeed Talking Habs. That is Talking Habs. And I will say, there's some shit I could talk about the Talking Habs channel. There's a lot of notifications on my YouTube right now that I'm getting on my phone. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I hope not. Just in case, I will put it on top of my glasses case. So in case you guys don't know the beef between me and Rick, all I'm gonna say, subscribe to Hardwired, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to Hardwired. Why is some old fuck still on YouTube? Like he's the Habs geriatric 1927 or whatever that guy is. Spirit of Ovi, I don't know. I don't know why he's still on YouTube, but all I'm going to say is he is very old-fashioned in his ways of thinking about business and thinking about content creation. That's all I'm going to say. To start, and let's just say there's a reason that me and him collabing on his failed collab channel didn't end up working out. Sporty said it best. He's a retard. Yeah, exactly. I could talk some shit. Also, indeed, Sporty. That did sound like Rick. I'm assuming it is. You were with him. Spirit of Ovi. I was with him. Not sexually, thankfully. God. But, no. Me and him. I forget how I found his channel. But, I was watching his content. Yeah, it was Talking Habs Media. Yep, that's the one. Talking Habs Media. That is indeed Rick. That is indeed my old collab partner. But I found his content, or I think he found his. I forget which came first. But I collaborated with him for his Habnormals podcast. And it was fun. It was really fun the first time I did it. Then, after a couple months, maybe, he came to me and he said, "Hey, dude, I want to get you as a regular on the show, Habnormals." I said, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it." And then it evolved into this collaboration channel, which I'm not going to give the name of because I think it's just even funnier for that to be the case. So, Marcus Hunt is going very good, man. I hope it's going well with you, my good sir. So, he starts his collaboration channel. And right off the bat, I can tell it's not going to be what I think it is. Because I wanted to get my boy in chat, Sporty, Chev Camaro, I should say is his username, but I call him Sporty. I want to get my boy Sporty on the channel because the way that it was described to me was it was an anything podcast. It was an anything channel. You upload what you want. You upload when you want. You know? Yeah, exactly. Chev Camaro, that's Sporty. Yeah, that's Sporty. For those of you who are watching and wondering who I'm calling Sporty, it's the one mod in the chat that isn't who doesn't have his name in his in his username. So I thought, okay, cool. I'll get my boy Sporty in here. We'll do a podcast. It's gonna be sick. We'll talk about literally anything. We'll talk about some movies. We'll talk about hockey. Sporty can talk about football. You know, he can talk about what we want. Because what it was.
Sure, I can help with that. Which of these media providers would you like to use?
Please no. I would no. I don't want to do that. My Google Gemini just went off. Boys 40 in here. We'll do a podcast. It's gonna be sick. Oh wait, no, wait. Okay, wait. It's actually talking about that. No. So yeah, my Google Gemini just went off for some reason. Don't go off again. I'm not talking to you, Gemini. So, where was I? So yeah, I was going to get Sporty for a podcast. And I was told by Rick that despite having media in the name, and him telling me explicitly that we could do a podcast about whatever we wanted, I approached him with the idea of bringing my boy on. He says no. He wants it strictly hockey. Rick tapped in my Gemini. He might have tapped into my Gemini. He does have my phone number. He He hasn't texted me in, well, like 6 months, 7 months. So, there's that. But, anyways, so I just said, okay, miscommunication, whatever, that happens. Bro's a Fed, he might be. He might be connected. But, okay, my boy's out. That sucks. We'll do a pod on my channel, maybe. We'll do something like that. I've got more subscribers than his collab channel anyways. So, what happens is I join his podcast, and it's going well. Well, in terms of recording, it's going well. He wants all of us, once we get monetization, which at this point... monetization! But yeah, when we get monetization, he wants us all to sign contracts. He wants us all to sign contracts that when we're representing the brand, we cannot be ourselves, basically. We have to represent the brand as a brand. We have to be very held back, kind of not be ourselves. I can come up here and talk shit about the Penguins, for example. But if I'm representing the thing, I forget, I might have said the name accidentally, but if I'm representing the brand, I have to be like, I'm not personally a big Penguins fan, but I see what their vision is. I have to kind of sugarcoat my opinions. That's what he wanted. He wanted it to be very safe and played, play it safe, just represent the brand in a good way, make the brand look good. We didn't get to the contract stages. I didn't. Because I left. Because I have... Spirit of Movie, I love that comment. I'll get to that in a second. So, he has different political opinions than me. We're fine for a year. He'll talk shit how he wants. I can't really talk my shit because he's the owner. He's a higher up. He could fucking ban me if he wants. He could do whatever. So I can't really talk my shit. He can talk his shit. But there's one day we're doing a pod and OVU God damn it, Sporty. I fucking love you, Sporty. So we're doing it. Doesn't matter. This guy's based. I love this guy. Yo, Ovi, I'm glad you subscribed, bro. I love this fucking dude. Non-homosexual manner, of course. Just had to make that clear. So I have different political opinions than him. We're talking, and I mentioned something, and he asks me if I'm dumb. He is not tolerant of those with opposite political opinions of him. He is willing to lose money off his brand. And yeah, I'm telling the story of Talking Habs Media, how I was on his collaboration channel. By the way, Enzi, how's it going? I forgot to respond to you. What the fuck is up? A lot, including my dick. Not really. That's for later. But genuinely, I'm talking about the story from Talking Habs Media, how I joined his collaboration channel, and how we fell out. He does not tolerate those with opposite political opinions than him. Both Canadian and American. Despite him being Canadian, he cares a lot about American politics for some reason. So, he called me dumb, and I just said, all right, see ya. I left the video, I left the pod, I left that pod that was going on that night. I was going to come back. Isn't Talking Habs the guy named Rick? Yes, he is NZA. He's the old dude who always has a cigarette in his mouth, and, yeah, he's that dude. So thank you for responding as well, NZA, Sporty. I appreciate that. So I was just going to leave that pod that night. And I was going to come back, give it like a week or so. Let Rick calm down. Let him just, make him feel a little panicked, basically. Make him feel panicked that, hey, I'm off the pod. Oh, shit. Basically, I was going to make him feel a little panicked and come back and apologize to me. I want him to apologize. He messages me that night. Let me see if I can... I don't even know, because I had to get a new phone. I don't even know if I can chat. That's a spam thing. I don't even remember... I don't even remember what the last thing he said. Oh, I got a spam message from someone calling me Hussein. Oh, shit, it might not be here. I might have lost the message. I really hope I didn't. Shit, I think I did. Oh, wait. No, I'm finding it. I think. Damn it, no, You're retarded thinking you can change any unc's mind once they pass 60. That's fair enough. Spirit of Ovi. But I didn't want him to think different politically. We were having a conversation. But I just wanted him to think that, hey, we're going to lose this guy. Oh, shit. Because he's even told me in the past, like, if I get a bigger opportunity for a podcast, I should not hesitate to leave the channel and go do that. He told me. He is a Democrat. Yes, Ovi. He is a Democrat. I am very based. I'm very based in my political opinions. So that didn't happen. He sends me a message, something along the lines of, "Hey, I don't know if it was something I said, but send me a message," something like that. I wish I could find the message. I could probably find it before Game 3 if anyone reminds me. You did good then. Thank you, Ovi. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that big time. But he sends me that message, and I'm thinking, okay, give it a week. Read the message. Just make it seem like, hey, whatever. Spirit of Ovi, yes, his Game 3 stream is going to be fun until you get banned. That is very true, Ovi. That's very true. So, you can do a little trolling in my name if you wish. Not like making an account with my name, but like, in the name of Harry, you can crusade for me if you want. I think that'd be really funny to see. Might be the first stream of his I watch in like 7 months since I left the show. His pods. I don't send him a message. I look the next Monday, or maybe 2 weeks later. I look at his main pod, which I think is Pucking Around. Which, yes, by the way, he does call his pods the most basic shit. Pucking Around. Exactly. It sounds like a name made by a 12-year-old thinking he's Chucky Cheesy. Chucky Cheeky. I agree. I suggested some different names, and that's what we ended up settling on, unfortunately. But, regardless, I look on Pucking Around, and what do I see in the description? Harry Rice has left the brand. We have found his replacement already. They were waiting for me to quit to bring this guy in. Because they were talking about bringing this guy in regardless. Not just to replace me, but just like as a member of the team. And I walk, it conveniently opens that door in to hire him as an employee. So yeah. I guess in short term, fuck Talking Habs media. And fuck the brand that they banned me from. Dick move for real. Thank you, NC. I agree. Ovi, yeah, he has 3K subscribers talking contracts. That should be his channel name, Talking Contracts. But no, here's the thing. He is the type of guy that when I signed on, but when I got involved with him, he straight up told me, he said, hey, talking retards. Thank you. I like that, Ovi. But he told me, he said, hey, you gotta kind of fake it till you make it. You gotta, you gotta act like you're a big shot already. This dude is legit. I agree, Sporty. The Spirit of Ovi. Join the Discord. Link in the description. We gotta add you to the assembly because you're fucking legit. We can tell. But he was somebody who would always say, oh, you gotta fake it till you make it. You gotta act like a big shot. You gotta sign contracts and shit right away. Because when you blow up, blah, 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 all this shit. Basically saying, like, hey, look, if we blow up, we want to be able to get you... on the cheap. We want to be able to pay you for cheap. You know? You don't do that gay shit? Rip Ovi. Damn. But, you would love Sons, though. You would love Sons of Liberty, another one of my mods. He's fucking based as shit, too. You need to make a new Discord? Oh, God. That's a ripper. But yeah, so he was like basically all this shit. Talking democratically bullshit. Oof. So yeah. I wasn't going to sign a contract anyways. I was going to let him know I was not. He wanted to bring us all in as like partial owners of the company. Not just employees, but partial owners. Which I think is just... My God. Wow, I get to make $10 a month. Woo. Whatever. So yeah, let's get into the second period. This is a Habs game recap, not a Talking Habs Talk Trash stream. He does think it's Shark Tank. Yes, Ovi, that's a great way to say it. He thinks it's a Shark Tank. So yeah. Screw Talking Habs media's contracts. Screw the brand. And fuck Hot Take Hockey while we're at it. Let's get into the second period. Habs played well early. There's a couple chances. And we score. Christian Dvorak right in front gives the Habs a 1-0 lead. Their first lead of the series, in fact. Anderson and Gallagher get the assists on that one. Hard work pays off. Like I said, Habs get their first lead. Sporty, I love talking shit about Rick too, my guy. I love talking shit too. Cap score. 2 minutes later, Connor McMichael banks one off of Savard right in front. It just beats Monty into the net. It is a tie game rather quickly. Capitals pressed to get that goal. Not a Harry trash talk memento without mentioning Hot Take Hockey. That's very true. That is very true. Anytime I talk trash about somebody, I always got to finish it off with a good old fuck John Viveros, baby. Habs Guru, it's going quite well. What a moment for you to come in, my good sir. Just comes in, sees me flip him off. How's it going, Harry? It's going quite well, Habs Guru. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by, my good sir. Talking Habs diss track when Luca. He'll respond back with some poetry. That's what he'll do. But it's going quite well, Habs Guru. I hope it's going well with you too, my good sir. So it's a tie game, and then the Capitals score exactly a minute later on a 2-on-1. Strome buries his own rebound. He puts it home for the 2-1 Capitals lead. Oh, I should probably get the assist. Sorry. McMichael's goal. I was going to say McDavid. Capitals wish they have McDavid. I'm sure that would be very fun. McMichael's goal is assisted by Taylor Radish, and Strome's goal assisted by Beauvillier and Ryan Leonard. So I believe Ryan Leonard, his first career playoff point. Props to him for that. Yeah. How's it going, Harry? Fuck you. Yeah, exactly. How's it going, Harry? Fuck you, John Viveros. I know it's you behind that account. You fucker. The Kings did the harmonica anthem again? Oh my god, they're blowing a 4-goal lead and then winning anyways. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like Shooter McGavin out of Happy Gilmore. That's how I wanted to say that. So the Caps take the 2-1 lead all of a sudden. Matheson just elects to lie down while there's a pass coming diagonally instead of, I don't know, just, follow back. All right, puck carry, eat my fucking stick. Yeah, he just lies down in front of the puck. Canadians get a power play shortly after. You're gonna dick. Later, fuckers. Hey, Ovi, thank you for coming by, my good sir. Appreciate it. Hope to see you in here again. Here's to a good rest of the series, man. Arbor Jack, I hope he comes in, beat the shit out of Tom Wilson, and yeah. Connor McMichael jacked off. Oof. All right, Habs get a power play. Roy is called for a cross-check right to the ribs of Anderson. That looked very owie. Habs look like shit. Top of the unit. Laine has a chance with some passing, but that's just wide. Wilson nearly gets a shorthanded look. Habs end up with 0 shots on the power play. We are 0 for 1 on the night. Capitals were in control. They took over the game. We looked like the youngest team in the playoffs during the second period. Habs tried to get something going. Caps were all over us. Halfway through the game, we were just trying to fight. We were getting overpowered at every turn. Habs giving the puck away hard. Capitals were swarming the Canadiens with 7 minutes left. Caps get some chances. There's a few tips. Montembeault was standing on his head. We just were not able to repeat 2010 at this stage, and we will not have the chance to. Even if we do end up winning the series, we can't come back down 3-1 or pull off a 3-1 lead and allow the Capitals to come back. We can't do that either way. Hudson and Chikrin, it looked like it was Chikrin. I forget who it was. They get tangled up a little bit. Caps wanted a power play, of course. Duhaime has a big hit on Matheson. That gets the Capitals crowd roaring. Slav sounded very sad. I hope all of them sound sad. I hope all of them sound sad or pissed off that the series has gotten away from them like this. Capitals press a little bit more. Montembeault makes some stops. With 3 minutes left, the Habs go to a power play. Dowd is called for an interference on Dvorak seconds after a non-call as Anderson had gotten tripped up. I believe it was Anderson. Dowd tries going after Dvorak after the whistle, trying to call a dive, but that doesn't happen. Like, he was on the verge of tears. Holy shit. Slav, if you're fucking watching this, my guy, fucking, you need a hug, man? I'd fucking come travel like an hour and a half over my direction. I'll give you a nice big boy hug. Habs look horrible on the power play, unfortunately. There's no shots. Laine has a chance. He is lost with his confidence. His confidence has just been gone to hell and even more some. Whatever the lowest floor possible, that's where Laine's confidence is right now. Habs are 0 for 2 on the power play. Habs press at the dying seconds. Newhook starts something, but there's just no go. 0.5 seconds left. The Habs don't get anything off the draw. Matheson and Dubois get into it just a little bit at the buzzer. So in the third period, before the third period, the shots are 27-12 for the Capitals, but the Habs are down 2-1 in the game. That's what happens when you're nothing more than a power play specialist. I agree. Odelski, I hope Montembeault pulls a Danny Heatley All-Star. What do you mean by that, Odell? I don't think Montembeault can score 50 goals all on his own. I'm a fucking all-star. You see what happens when I drive. You drive. So the Canadiens press in the opening minute. I really did not take many notes for the third. Holy shit. Dvorak's line looks solid. Gallagher eats a cross-check to the face, as he did in Game 1. Of course, there's no call. That must mean it's clean. Capitals go back the other way. The shots were 5-1 Montreal 5 minutes in. We looked much better in this third period. We actually played a fantastic third period, I think. If we could wrap that into a good first and second, we probably could win Game 3. I think we actually will win Game 3 if we can wrap up this third period and just, spread it throughout 3 periods. If we can play as well as we did in this third period for a full 60, we would be up in the series 2-0, about to go up 3-0 in Montreal. But unfortunately, third periods are just way more good right now for some reason. Mangiapane gets a 3-on-1 chance for the Caps. The shot gets stopped by Montembeault. The other way, Habs press, but there's a quick stop for Thompson. Anderson goes poking at the puck. That causes a small scrum. And then Habs Guru, all good, Harry. I'm here for Habs content. Whatever you had going on is my business. Thank you, Habs Guru. Again, I just think it's really, I just think it's really funny that you might have come in right as I was flipping the camera off. So I was like, that's very jarring. But yeah, of course, man, no problem. I'm not gonna make you pick between me or Rick. I'm not gonna make you pick the way that some other YouTubers might make you pick. You want to watch us both? Fuck, go for it. Hell yeah. The more people that watch Habs content, the better it is for the field in general. Not just for me or other YouTubers, but for all of us. All of us grow if there's more people watching more content. Shout out Hockey Junkie, though. Hockey Junkie, legitimately one of the best. Arguably my favorite Habs content creators. But yeah, no problem, Habs Guru. Don't worry about it, my good sir. I hate how Caulfield's playing like he has never played a playoff game like if 20... I don't know, Odelski. I wouldn't say that. I think Caulfield played good tonight. He had a really great Game 1. I think that he's been okay. I think that he was all right tonight. He had a little bit of jitters, fair enough, but I think he played a good third. And he got hit a lot tonight. He was really targeted hard. Hudson was kind of targeted in Game 1. Everybody got hit in Game 1, but Hudson seemed to get a couple extra hits. Tonight it seemed to be Caulfield. So I would more so just say that I think it's because Caulfield was getting hit on some plays that should have been called, like the Ovechkin one in Game 1, and he's not getting those calls. The refs are really fucking horrible in this series. But yeah. Sporty, you're so excited for the draft tomorrow? Fair enough. I mean, I think it's, the MLB? First overall pick is December 16th. Odelski. What do you mean? I'm assuming you're talking to Sporty. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, it's the NFL draft? Yeah, NFL draft. I'll try and watch with you guys. If you guys want to do a live watch along with the Discord, we could probably figure that out, assuming, depending on what time it starts. Fuck, we can watch that for sure. So we get to the point of the game that really starts to make me just... Evans, 8 p.m. Yeah, we should be able to watch at least a little bit of it for sure. Evans in. He has a good chance with a wide open net, and he hits the inside of the post, and it stays out. Jake Evans with the chance of the game to tie it up. And it's the inside of the post and out. So... yeah, Thompson, it looked like he got a piece of it, but apparently he hit the post. Dvorak and Anderson get on a break. Devo's tied up, so he passes to Anderson, and of course Thompson stops it. Canadiens had the pressure big time. The shots were 9-2 halfway through the period. But Logan Thompson was stealing this game, and he would steal this game. Laine has been benched halfway through the third. He has gotten 0 shifts. That's at the point where Sportsnet shows us that he was the only Canadian without a shift, basically telling us he's been benched. Habs play well for another 5 minutes. They just couldn't get a goal. Each line was working hard. Demidov and Goulet seemed to have some chemistry. They had some good passing between them. Of course, because this is the universal sign for passing. So, yeah. There's a great look, tipped in front, no goal. We got a couple tips there. Slavkovsky ends up kicking Thompson in the arm accidentally. He's jumping. He's trying to avoid getting hit with a puck that's coming through for a shot. And he ends up sticking Thompson in the arm a little bit. He feels it, and thankfully he stayed in the game. Thankfully it wasn't anywhere near the neck. That could have ended more bad than it did. Hopefully it's just like he just gets a little cut, and game 3 it's like, yeah, the scar's there. It's fine though. Hopefully it's one of those types of things. So, yeah. Habs guru exactly. Thompson was giving anything up. He's playing playoff hockey. Both goalies are. I'm pretty sure Montembeault, if I look up his game by game, Montembeault's got a, I probably hope if I finish game by game, there you go. Montembeault, after tonight, thankfully that does have it updated. Montembeault has a 2.89 goals against average. I think that just hasn't been updated. It's probably more around 2.48. And has a 921 save percentage. This guy played great. Weirdly, it seems they have everything updated except goals against average and the time on ice. That's really weird. That's the only thing they don't have. So, yeah. And then if we go to Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson, game by game. Speaking is very hard, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Thompson has I'd say a 1.5 goals against average. 951 save percentage. Now, I hate to say this, because I'm a Canadiens fan. This might end up being the closest sweep since that Golden Knights Kings series from the Golden Knights first season, where Jonathan Quick had, what was it? It was like a 982 save percentage in the loss game log. Yeah, let me pull that series up. What was that? 2018, I think. Ironically, actually, those Golden Knights go on to lose in the Cup Finals to these Capitals. Funny enough. Yeah. So the only game he played bad in was game 3, where he allowed 3 goals. But he had a 947 save percentage and a 1.55 goals against average, did Jonathan Quick. Meanwhile, in that series, Marc-Andre Fleury, who, by the way, is about to retire, very unfortunately, game log. Marc-Andre Fleury, in that series, had a... I really hope it tells me. Oh, it's not going to tell me, is it? Shit, it's just going to tell me throughout the playoffs. He had an average of what looks to be a 960 save percentage, 2 shutouts, and allowed an average of what looks like 1.4 goals. This guy was phenomenal in those playoffs. Yeah, losing 2 one-goal games isn't bad at all. This is a young team gaining valuable playoff experience. I do agree. I do agree, man. I do agree. It's a young team. Even if we are swept, or we lose in 5, or we lose in the first round just in general, this is a team that gains that experience, and it's valuable to the team. Demidov, I think, really learns. Caulfield, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, of course, Lane Hudson especially. This is a team that next year I think could do some big things, especially even if they get swept this year. They add 1 or 2 more pieces. Savard's retiring. You trade Matheson. You sign Ekblad in free agency. You've got a damn good team looking ahead. Closest sweep ever was our series in the ECF versus Carolina. Fair enough, Hodowski. Fair enough. I would disagree because Carolina is irrelevant and Florida was just really fucking good. I do agree, though, Odell, that Laine is playing like he drank a full box of Bud Light pregame. He is not it. Demidov is clearly what we thought Laine was going to be, a good hockey player. Sporty, I thought the Caps were out of gas. So did I. It's clear they shut it down going in probably to maintain stamina. I don't think it's even that sporty. I don't even think they were intentionally losing games because that's just a retarded mentality. I think they were just they just picked it up at the right point. They just picked it up and said, "Hey, these are the fucking playoffs. We got to get our ass in gear," and that's exactly what they did. Fuck Canes, them, and the... Huh? Maybe they were taking it easy a little bit, but I don't think they were, intentionally losing games or clearly, slowing down a ton. So, yeah. Caulfield then eats a cross-check to the face. Right in the slot. Clear view of the official. No fucking call with 3 or 4 minutes left. Caulfield was pissed on the bench. He's got a bump already. He wanted a penalty, but of course the referees, because there's no Chris Lee in the playoffs, someone's got to fill that fucking spot for him. And Canadiens press again. They're playing great with 3 minutes left. He just can't buy a goal, unfortunately. What are your thoughts on Line A? Habs Guru, go back and watch the first 10 minutes of the stream. That's not me being snarky. Literally, I said what I thought about Line A in the first 10 minutes of the stream. Funny enough. Personally, I hope he lights it up and the Habs trade him for top trade value. The spark that was there in the first few months is gone. Clearly, Habs Guru. To sum up what I think, he's a lazy player. He can't skate. All he's good for is the power play. I'd love to treat him like a Marc-Andre Bergeron and play him exclusively on the power play, but clearly that's not going to work. He's a guy who's a fourth liner. He's a fourth liner who has a first liner shot. He's very similar to Elias Pettersson, except Pettersson actually plays defensively. He can skate and he can pass the puck. So, I've lost any hope I have for Line A. I wouldn't even play him with Demidov last year because I don't want Demidov to pick up that lazy mindset that Line A clearly has. Biggest tell of Line A's game is that he was a 20 goal scorer, but 75% of those goals are on the power play. Not sporty. You've got it wrong. Line A can score 5-on-5. He just needs to be with good players. He was spending 90% of the year with Alex Newhook and Yoel or Mia. You cannot be expecting to get passes from those guys. If we say in the offseason, go out and get Crosby, for example, because that apparently has been a thing. Just doing miss. Hey, no problem. Habs Guru, don't worry about missing the start of the stream. It's like I said, it's all good. But if you want a full 4 or 5 minute dissection of basically what I think about Line A, it's right in the first 10 minutes. So after the stream, if you want to go back and watch that, you can. It'll all be there for you. But if we went and say got Crosby for our second line, because it's clear Crosby would be the second line center on this team. If it's say Crosby, Demidov, and Line A would be able to score 30 to 40 goals because he's playing with someone who can pass him the puck and get him those easy goals. Line A can be good 5-on-5. He just needs to be motivated and he needs to be with good players. Both that can elevate him and for him to actually care and want to elevate other players. Line A isn't a guy that you can put on the line with Newhook and Armia and say, all right, Newhook's going to be playing like a second liner. Armia's going to be looking like a second liner because they're with Line A. Line A is going to be playing like a fourth liner in the AHL. I love Line A. I'm happy that his mental struggles have seemed to be fixed, especially after what happened last year with him going in the player assistance program. I'm glad all that seems to happen, to have been fixed. But I think it's hilarious that fans spent so long shitting on Jonathan Drouin because he's lazy, because he doesn't work hard, because he can't play, because he's got mental issues. And these same fans seem to love Patrick Laine, all because he scores a couple goals on the power play. I think that Patrick Laine is what fans thought Jonathan Drouin was. He's lazy. Laine I'm talking about, not Drouin. He's lazy. He can't skate. He's a power play specialist. And he doesn't give a shit. Drouin, meanwhile, okay, he got hurt. You can't really put that on him for getting fucking injured. Especially for the one where Ovechkin slammed him to the fucking ice and ended his season. He can pass the puck. He can shoot. He can skate. He works hard. We see that in Colorado. So that leaves one of two possibilities with Jonathan Drouin. The Habs didn't coach him properly, or he didn't like being in Montreal. I am electing to believe that it's the second option, more so, Because Jonathan Drouin is a French guy playing in Montreal. The pressure on him is going to be fucking immense. And the fans harping on him every single game. When Josh Anderson was playing, especially at the end when Anderson arrived. When Josh Anderson was playing, Brendan Gallagher was playing. We were icing fucking Cedric Paquette in Drouin's last season. And all the hate went on Jonathan Drouin. Quite frankly, I'd want to fucking leave Montreal too. I'd want to leave Montreal too if the fans didn't care about me. But these fans love Laine. For no good reason. I don't get it. Laine is the modern day Alesh Kotelik. He has an elite shot, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I would agree, Sporty. Couldn't agree more. Laine needs to be a complete player and score in every situation he's in. That's why he gets the big bucks, so to speak. Yeah, Habs Guru. That's why he was paid the, what was it, 8 million? 8.5, something like that. Whatever he's making right now. Thatcher's legend, Alesh Kotelik, indeed, Odelski. Shout out HHSL 1.0. But yeah, Laine needs to be able to score 5-on-5. He needs to be able to score on the power play. He cannot simply rely on, alright, left circle, bang, score. And if he is, he needs to learn to be Alex Ovechkin and adapt. Ovechkin does not simply stand in his circle. Oh, alright, goal. Cool, I scored. He moves. He'll move around. He'll pass the puck. He'll get out of position, and then when he's open, get into position. Alex Ovechkin moves a ton on the power play. Especially on the power play, I should say. You know? Exactly, he fucking kills people too. Laine threw a hit in the first period, and keep in mind, this is a guy, let me get the correct assessment of Patrick Laine's height and weight. Patrick Laine, I know for sure, is 6'5". This guy is, sorry, he makes 7.5 million. 8.7 actually. 6.4. 6'4", not 6.4. He is 6'4", 208 pounds. He's a big boy. I saw him throw a fucking hit. And he went down. Now I get that he's more offensive. He's not meant to throw hits and do that all the time. You should not be the only fucking man going down. Exactly, the hit on Lars Eller, Odell. Behind the net. He goes to hit Eller, and fucking Laine goes down. Eller just looks at him like he's a fucking retard. 6'4", 200 pounds should not be doing that. Sounds like a certain tall Sabres defenseman. Yeah, lack of power, exactly. Except Laine has a shot and he can score. Like, I love Laine. Like, offensively, top 10 shot in the league. Absolutely has one of the best shots in the league. But he just cannot get the rest of his game down. I love Laine. When he first came in, like, I did a video on his NHL debut talking about how happy I was that he scored in his Canadiens debut. And, like, this is what Laine makes me want to do every game that I've seen him play for the past, 2 months. I was at the game in Vancouver last month. At one point, the Habs were up 3-0. Peter from Talking Habstream and I were celebrating hard on every goal. Canucks fans hated us. Hey, let's go, Habs Guru. Oh, yeah, Peter. Yeah, that dude. Oh, shit, yeah. I didn't realize that yous lived close enough to each other to go to the Canucks game. I think that was the game in Vancouver. But, yeah. Good for you, by the way. Habs Guru, yes. Hey, Peter. Thank you, Sporty. I appreciate the Joe Swanson in the chat. Odelski, yeah. Laine sucks. And I don't want to be saying this. I want to be coming up here and saying, hey, Laine had 8 great chances. Thompson just completely robbed him. I want to be coming up to say that. Better yet, obviously, I'd love to say Laine scored and had a great game. I don't want to be coming up here and saying, yeah, Laine sucked again. Yep, Laine sucked again. Oh, Laine sucked again. I want to praise Laine. But he needs... Oh, Laine sucks. Yeah. More of a Stone Cold Steve Austin, but yeah, there you go. Now there's the L.A. Knight. Yeah, there you go. But I want to come up here and praise Laine, but Laine needs to give me shit to praise him for. I can't praise him because on the power play he had a shot that was a couple inches wide. I could say it's a good shot because it is, but you gotta hit the fucking net. Laine came out And he said that he doesn't care about playing against Alex Ovechkin, that he wants to go out there and he wants to be the big game player. Then fucking do it, Laine. In Game 3, I want you to come out and I want you to score twice. I want you to be that big game player that the Canadians look at after the game and say, holy shit, we won because of Laine. Laine really put us on his back, and he's the reason we won. You know? I want Patrick Laine to be that beast mode player that we know he can be. If Jesus can rise from the dead, so can Kirby Dach. I agree. I want to agree, man. Like, Patrick Laine, we've seen what he can do in the playoffs. 2018, they go on the conference finals run in his sophomore season. 17 games, 5 goals, 12 points. Very, very good. The next year, in 6 games, 3 goals, 4 points. And then the next year, he only played the 1 game because he got hurt, I think. He can be a big game player in the playoffs when it matters. Laine, these games matter. We're not playing middle of season hockey that, looking back, isn't going to mean shit. We're playing a first round series. Like, I don't know. I love Laine, but god damn it, dude. Either needs to be traded off, or we just need to get someone better for the second line. He's the reason why in prospects, if their only attribute is an elite shot, you have to be wary of them. That's the thing with Laine. When he was drafted, he had good passing. He had a body. He had a good body. He could throw it. But now it's just fucking nuts. Dach rises from the dead, then gets crucified 8 games later. Oh my fucking god. I don't know. You can tell he's thinking Cancun. You kind of can, man. Like, I want players on this team who aren't going to be stone-faced like Laine. I want players that get mad. I want players that get angry. As much as he sucked cock defensively, PK Subban cared about the Canadiens. PK Subban gave a shit. He wanted this team to play good. I don't know. He didn't earn Cancun, though. Send him to Galveston with that dirty-ass water. We ain't gonna send him to Galveston with that dirty-ass water. He's singing Sabrina Carpenter in Fortnite. Well, to be fair, so am I, man. Laine will be dialed in next season. His contract expired, so he's going to be playing for money. Trade him at the deadline. Habs Guru. I don't know. If we're in a playoff race, if he's playing well, we might need to keep him. Because, again, he's going to want to be playing well in the playoffs at that point. I don't know. NZA, Bennett, maybe, or Ehlers. I mean, Ehlers has said he wants to play with Laine. So that could work. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. If the Canadiens, say, went out, signed both Bennett and Ehlers, the only issue is, do you really want to be playing Laine and Ehlers on the third line? Because that's what Bennett is. Bennett is a third liner. But, like, as well, here's the thing. I like the idea of signing Ehlers and Bennett, because I'm assuming it's one or the other. But I would much rather Sidney Crosby. Even if you're signing Ehlers until he's 35 on a 6-year deal, I think it would be. I think he's turning 29, I think. Or Bennett. You get Crosby for a year or two to help this team long-term until Michael Hage is ready. That's elite. Like, thinking about it, Bennett's going to have to get $6 million at least, especially if the Panthers win the Stanley Cup. 2-time Cup champion? Yes, give him right here. Ehlers is going to make at least $3 million because nobody watches Winnipeg games, so nobody knows the true value of Ehlers. But legitimately, he's going to get like $8-9 million. Unless he's willing to take a pay cut to come to Montreal. If he's willing to take 6.5, maybe 7 to play on a second, third line with Patrick Laine, that's what it's going to take. I would much rather Sidney Sweeney to Odelski. I would as well. Odelski, yeah, Ehlers is definitely $8 million plus, but again, that's the thing, is if he's willing to take a pay cut to come to Montreal, we're not going to give him that big time $8 million money. We're going to want to play a little hardball. Hey, you want to come here, you want to play with Laine, you got to take a pay cut. If you want to win, come to Montreal. If you want to get paid, you go elsewhere. You're not going to win. So yeah, Canadiens press hard in the final 3 minutes. Caulfield has a good chance. There's lots of scrambles in front. Good clearing by the Capitals. We're going to play a bit of hardwired. Yes, sir, we will, Odelski. Montembeault goes to the bench with 2 minutes left. Habs keep the pressure applied. Hudson has good work creating space. Just can't get anything on net. Capitals clear. McMichael hits the empty net with 0.5 seconds left. This series is done. Anderson looked like he was a bit pissed off at, I think it was Wilson at the buzzer. Caps win 3-1 in regulation. The final shots are 32-26 Capitals. So the Canadiens, with a grand total of 14 shots in the third period, again, played fantastic. We outshoot them 14-12, 14-4, 5 actually, 14-5. I can't fucking do math. 14-5. Fantastic third period. Just can't win, unfortunately. So, yeah. That is going to do it for the game. We're going to do the stats, because I didn't do it last game, because I basically said all the stats in that game. You're going to need Suzuki and Caulfield to carry. No, yes, we are, Odell. We're going to need Hudson to carry as well. Hudson's literally the only player that's point per game in the series for the Canadiens. We're going to need the guys to carry. So before we do the end of stats for the game, I want to rally just a little bit. I want to rally a little bit. Zooks, you're playing perfect hockey. I don't need to talk to you. Caulfield, you've got a phenomenal shot. You've experienced playoffs before, 2021. You want to hear that fucking Bell Center screaming their heads off? Fucking score. You want to hear that fucking Bell Center screaming for you? You want to be a Habs legend? Put this fucking team on your back. Just like I have your name on my back. Put the fucking Canadiens team on your back and score. Slavkovsky, you're getting physical. I like seeing that. If you want to score, go for it. I'd like to see a Slavkovsky goal. Guys, Canadiens. You ever see that old meme video? Some of you are probably like 2 years old when that video came out, which makes me feel old. Be like Greg Jennings. I put the team on my motherfucking back. I put the team on my fucking back. I got a broken ass leg. I still put the team on my motherfucking back. Fuck you, Gumby. You want to be like Greg Jennings? Put the team on your back. Line, I just spent half the stream talking shit about you. You want to shut me up? You want me to come up here and say, hey, I was wrong about Line. Score. Do something. Demidov. You're a rookie. You're 19. I'm not going to put much pressure on you. Stop with the defensive turnovers, please. And if you want to get a couple assists, I'd appreciate that. That'd be really cool. Gallagher, Dvorak, Anderson. You guys have played decent enough hockey. Dvorak scored tonight. That's fantastic. You guys do good. Evans, Armia, keep playing well defensively. Hudson, you're fucking daddy. Keep doing what you're doing. Matheson, get in the fucking press box. Let Jack-Eye play third game. Please and thank you. Savard, you're retiring after this postseason. You've already said it. It's not speculation. You literally said it yourself. Come out. Lay the fucking body. Play like this is the last game you're ever going to play. Act like your life ends if you don't play well in Game 3. Struble, you've actually been playing fairly decent, surprisingly. Keep doing what you're doing. Gooley, same with you. You've been playing well. Keep doing what you're doing. Montembeault, keep doing what you're doing. You've actually been playing some damn good hockey these playoffs. You're proving that you're legitimately a starting goalie in the NHL. But Jacob Fowler's coming up next year. Do you really want him to steal the net away from you? Play like Yaroslav Halak in 2010. Play like Carey Price in 2014. Play like Carey Price in 2021. Put the team on your back and say, hey, we're down 2-0 in the series. We've handled worse. We got this. Play like Mike Condon in 2016. Play like Andrew Hammond in 2021. Or 2022, sorry. Play like Andrew fucking Hammond. Play like you want to win a series. That's all I gotta say. Play like rookie Steve Mason. Play like Patrick Roy. Play like Derek Roy. Actually, please don't do that, because that would imply that you're going to be a forward. Please don't. Yeah. Odelski, we are indeed. You guys want to play well? Storm the Capitol for Game 5. Win Game 3 and 4. Storm the Capitol. Steal Game 5. 3 and 4, sorry, I should say. Storm the Capitol. Steal Game 5. Go back home. Finish them off in style. Don't be playing like you know this series is done. Play like you actually want to win a series. Play like you know you're going to beat Carolina in the next round. And then you're going to go on and destroy the Maple Leafs in the conference finals. And then destroy whoever comes out of the West. Demidov wore 93 for a reason. Because that is the last time we have won the Stanley Cup. I don't feel like waiting another year. I want it this year. And I'm sure you guys do too. Play like it. I want number 25. I have a banner in my room. I don't have it up, but I have it. It's in my closet. A banner with each and every year the Canadiens have won the Stanley Cup. I don't want to look at that poster and put it up and say, yeah, that's accurate. I want to put that shit up and think, shit, I need a new poster. Because there's some updating to do. Go out and get 25. Please. And thank you. And Coach Marty, if you're somehow playing this in the fucking locker room, thank you. I don't know why you would be. I'd be very surprised if you are. But thank you. This is Harry Rice. Signing off from the Habs dressing room, hopefully. Thank you if you show this. I doubt it, but yeah. Play like hashtag before Twitter. Thank you, Sporty. I appreciate that. Thank you. Play like hashtag before Twitter. No disrespect to Monty, but Carey is the piece missing from this run, win or lose. I don't know about that Habs guru. I think Montembeau is playing very, very good hockey. I think he's been playing very well. He has not allowed any softies. Play like Emery before... Jesus Christ, Odell. Number 25 in 2025. We need it exactly, NZA. I have a banner too. It says 2024 Stanley Cup champions, Florida Panthers. I have a banner. It says won the first overall pick in 2018 and 2021. Is that the new meme on the channel? Is I have a banner? Did I just make a meme? Did we make a meme? Are we going to make a meme? All right. Fuck, I might need to clip that. That whole little thing for the Canadiens. I might need to just post that on the channel because that was actually pretty good. So, guys, once again, we're going to do the stats. And then we're going to get on out of here because it's my best friend's birthday right now and I got shit to do with her. Movies. Not... Yeah, I have a banner that says best fans in the NHL. Oh, fuck, I'm Nashville now. I still have a banner from 2021 that says traded Risto. Let's go, Sporty. Let's go. So Lane Hudson leads the Montreal Canadiens, to be expected, with 2 assists. Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, and Christian Dvorak each with a goal. Patrick Laine, Alex Carrier, Josh Anderson, and Brendan Gallagher each with an assist. NZA, thank you very much for coming by, my good sir. Appreciate it. That's everybody on the Canadiens that has stats. If you want to, Montembeau. Byfield is so good. The Byfield score, what's the... I will give you guys a score update from around the league. Kings have a 1-0 lead, and the Avs have a 1-0 lead. Avs, who are, by the way, Jonathan Drouin-less. Unfortunately, he is injured. Never mind, the Kings are up 2-0. I guess that's where Sporty's saying. I guess Byfield just scored, so... Those are your score updates from around the league. That is going to do it for today's stream, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Harry Rice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, and everything, which includes friggin' roofed it short side. Oh, that is fucking nasty. Quentin Byfield, if you're ever watching this, I'm sorry I doubted you. I clearly did not know your game. boy. Apparently that's what I'm going for, the SpongeBob hand meme. Average Stuart Skinner moment, Odelsky. Yeah, that sounds like it. But Byfield, I did not know your game. I apologize. Again, my name is Harry Rice. Thank you guys for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share when it includes. But it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and anything else. My name is Harry Rice, Puff Club, the H Club, Sub Up, Anthony Nation. Dude was just injured to start. Holy shit. Yeah, if you remember the Mod Squad, thank you for moderating comments on any streams and or any videos. It is much greatly appreciated. Links in the description are the Amazon wishlist, the P.O. Box, PayPal, the Discord, Letterboxd, the Streamer account, and the Streamlabs. Which, by the way, I will actually be connecting that to my bank account, so I think I'll actually be able to accept stuff from Streamlabs. Fingers crossed for that. Thank you guys again for watching. My name is Harry Rice, and I am out. Always remember, no matter how bad we were last year, how good we are like this year, how much better we'll be next year. Go Habs, go, baby. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Rice, and again, and I am out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye.